Michael Lennon, General Manager of the Westport Woods Hotel in beautiful Westport. Tourism has been a tremendous success here, of course, in recent years, but like everywhere else, I'm sure it's not immune to the downturn of the last few years. How is the present year looking?
Westport is doing fairly well this year, and mainly because we have a good marketing team. We're working together, but we aren't immune to international events and ash clouds and say Sterling, the value of it, and the UK visitors are not coming in the numbers they used to a couple of years ago.
And is there a danger, of course, that parts of the West and perhaps Mayo and Westport has become over-dependent on the domestic market as a consequence of that?
Yeah, we've been very, very dependent on the domestic market, particularly from the north and the south, and the Dublin conurbation would be our main core of customers presently. We have probably not been putting enough emphasis on the UK market and the European market, which is an opportunity. We have a very good airport there in Ireland West. And
with good services, good connectivity to the UK as well.
50 or 60 services a week coming into Knock, as it was known, Ireland West, and there's quite a number of UK visitors still coming for short breaks, which is the way tourism seems to be going in the west of Ireland now.
And of course one of the big challenges is to get back that UK business that brings their own car. I mean, sure, if you go back a few years here, the west of Ireland would be crowded with UK car registrations at this time of year, but the roads seem a bit quieter than normal.
Definitely we have a better link to the west of Ireland with all the investment over the years with the arteries, the N5, but we have to get out there and market and sell that. We're here beside Westport House, and it's
tremendous asset to the area.
It has a good caravan park, and there's quite a number of UK visitors park up there in their and Europeans in their mobile vans and caravans.
And of course, talking about getting the message out, I mean, online travel agencies, or OTAs as they are known, they appear to be growing in strength all the time and seem to offer a valuable route to market for many businesses. But you have some concerns about the ever-increasing power of these OTAs. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, the OTAs are very, very important for the Irish tourism market. They've grown over the last 3 or 4 years. They have great expertise to convert a booker and bring them to Ireland, both with the flight and put the package together for a hotel and other parts of the package. They're very powerful, as you say yourself, and I think the onus is on ourselves, number one, Fault Ireland and Tourism Ireland, to work together and educate the Irish hotel business and the traveller as well, that sometimes the value isn't probably as good. And I'd say the OTAs are also having problems getting occupancy at high festival times like the Galway races, or here when Reek Sunday. I know I can see a lot of the prices on there being quoted are unrealistic, and it isn't a good thing for Irish tourism.
I suppose what you're saying basically is that what we have to try and do is to use them more to get more of the business that undoubtedly on a global basis they're generating.
I feel Fault Ireland have a big part to play here, and they have to educate us. We have to pick the right ones that fit our business model and the business profile that we
and know how
to
manage them as well.
There's a big educational part and training and development, and there's so much new efforts to market and develop the OTA model by the OTA people. They're really putting a lot of resources themselves into it. They're the best experts in the world, working on Google AdWords and Google Places, the whole mobile apps type of thing, and it's changing by the day.
It is, and that's the direction we're heading now. We've got to adapt to that change. Tell me, you mentioned about pricing there briefly. Is the West still delivering value for money, do you feel?
I would feel in most cases we are giving value. You have, as I have to say in times to my own customers, we at peak times we could be perceived as very expensive, but that's yield management. I know average room rates are falling, and that's a good barometer for me anyway. We're giving value, but Westport is very, very good in the family holiday market. You can see it here at the moment. The town is thronged with families, and every one of the providers, accommodation providers, whether it be hotels, B&Bs, they're all linked in with Westport House with packages. I have my own kiddies club here. You can see the breakfast train going to breakfast this morning, and give the parents a little bit of time to themselves. They'll down to the swimming pool and horse riding on high ropes at the other side of the hotel. So we're all doing all of this, and it's part of the package. And I think we're giving good value in packages.
Yeah, and of course that's the point that we really have to keep making, that it's the value, not the price, that matters. I mean, once people feel that they're getting a full package that's entertaining them and keeping their kids entertained, then the value is what matters ultimately.
Yeah, and that's what they'll keep coming back. They're lifetime customers if they feel they're getting value.
And finally, what do you think are the main barriers to regrowing tourism business, particularly British tourism business, to the west?
Well, I feel that Ireland Inc., and we're part of that here in Westport and the west of Ireland, Mayo. We need to put a good promotion and package together, a good story. And we need to be funded for that, and we need to put our own money there as well. And
well, Westport has a good history of doing that. Westport has always stepped up to the plate when there's been matching funds available from Fáilte Ireland or Tourism Ireland.
We're a great believer in the Fáilte Ireland model and Tourism Ireland. I represented the West in Kentucky last year at the World Equestrian Games. I was out in Holland at one of their big travel fairs in January, and they're doing good work out there, and they're getting the trade involved. And we need to do more of that.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to us, Michael. It's good to see Westport looking so well. Good to see it looking so busy as well, thankfully, this August, and hopefully even better days ahead.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you.